So here we have given the function as 3 times e to the power negative 2x, right? And our goal is to find f prime. So this is our question. So how do we find the derivative of the given function? Well, let's try to see what type of function we have. So we have 3 times e to the power minus x, so it's something like constant multiple, so that is not a big deal. We can just take the constant out and just find the derivative of e to the power minus 2x. But how do you find the derivative of e to the power minus 2x? You can see that e to the power minus 2x is actually the exponential function. Is when you compose that with negative 2x, right, then we get e to the power minus 2x. So that means we have some type of composition. So if that is the case, you know that when we have the composite function, we need to use the chain rule to find the derivative of the function. So let's apply that. Okay, but do you know what is the chain rule? The chain rule says that if we have a function f and if it is composed with g, and then our goal is to find the derivative of that with respect to x, then the derivative will be find first f prime and compose that with g, and don't forget to multiply by the g prime. So if that is the case, then in our problem we can clearly see that f is, let's say assume f is e to the power x and then g is equal to negative 2x. So when we compose f with g, you can clearly get e to the power minus 2x, right? So let's apply the rule then. So to use the chain rule, it looks like we need to first find f prime and evaluate that at g. And we also need to find the g prime, right? So let's first find f prime then. So if f is e to the power x, f prime is derivative of e to the power x. So what is the derivative of the e to the power x? E to the power x, right? That is the derivative of the exponential function. Okay, and what is g prime? We also need to find the g prime. G prime is derivative of negative 2x with respect to x, which is just negative 2. Okay, so let's try to see how can we apply this rule that we know, right? So this rule we need to apply based on this information. Okay, so what is f prime of x? So on the rule, you can see we need to first write down f prime, and f prime is e to the power x, but you know that this f prime has to be evaluated at g. So this is our f prime, right? So this is our f prime. We need to evaluate that, right, at g. So make sure you understand that. So let's do that. Oh, by the way, we have the 3 multiply with e to the power minus 2x. So let's apply the constant multiple rule, which is 3 is as it is. Now to find the derivative of e to the power minus 2x, let's compose f prime, which is e to the power x with negative 2x. So this will be e to the power. How do you compose? Replace x completely by this g function. So we get e to the power minus 2x, right? Now times, we have here times g prime, so we also need to multiply by negative 2, right? So that is your f prime. So if this is your f prime, then actually now we are done. But we still need to, if you want, you can simplify this as 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So negative 6 times e to the power minus 2x is the derivative of the given function. So this is your f prime of x.